If you missed the iHeartRadio Music Festival last weekend, you can watch night 2 of the special two-part Best of 2020 iHeartRadio Music Festival tonight, 8 p.m., 7 Central on the CW network. So be sure to check that out tonight. Here we go.
Bobby's Big
Story.
A guy in Arkansas found a 9-carat diamond in the state park, digging around.
Crazy.
Is that the crater place that you talked
Crater
about?
of Diamond State Park, Murfreesboro, Arkansas.
I love it.
It's the second largest diamond ever found in the park's history.
Dang.
Kevin Kennard visited Arkansas's Crater of Diamond State Park and found the second largest diamond to ever be found in the history of folks digging around. I used to go on field trips there as a kid. We'd go and get some of those plastic tools. We'd all go dig around. We never found anything.
Nothing?
Sometimes people would find a rock and they go, I found something, and we'd all run over and it wouldn't be anything.
Oh.
Hey, Kevin Kennard, if you're listening, call us. I'd love to talk to you. I don't know if he's listening or not. I'm sure some of his buddies can hear my voice right now.
Yeah.
877-77-Bobby. But Kennard and his friends brought supplies to wet sift through the park in search of diamonds. But after about 10 minutes, he just started walking up and down these rows. So here's the news story that ran on him on KARK Channel 4 News.
33-year-old Kevin Kennard visited the park on Labor Day. He said he found a marble-sized crystal that looked interesting and shiny, so he put it in his bag and kept looking. A few hours later, he and his friends stopped by the park's Diamond Discovery Center, where park staffers examine and identify rocks that visitors find. When a park employee told Kennard that he had found a 9-carat diamond, he says he teared up and was in complete shock.
I'm looking at a picture of it. It looks like a rock wrapped in aluminum foil.
Yeah. I was wondering, why is it like darker looking?
Well, you can't see through it.
Oh.
But,
Because I would not think that was a diamond. I'd be like, oh, what's this?
You just throw it back.
Yeah.
well, he did. He just threw it in his bag.
Crazy.
And then he was like, well, I might as well get it checked out before we go. Like the guy working there could have been like, nah, nothing to see here, man.
I thought the same thing.
Put it in his pocket.
Not a diamond. I'll
No,
keep
no,
that.
But then he would have made the news.
This is more of a quartz. I'll tell you what, I give you $5 for it because I love it. I'm giving you too much, but I love it. Yeah, how about that guy? That's the big story today. Found a 9-carat diamond.
So what does he do now? Like, does he sell it now?
Well, what he has to do, first of all, even if he doesn't sell it, he has to pay taxes on it.
Oh, okay.
But
So, what?
But he found it?
because he
What?
found it?
Absolutely. Still got to pay tax on something you find.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's worth a lot.
What? Not if, because he found it at a place where you go and hunt, but what if you just found it? He's on
You're
a hike
still
one
paying
day.
taxes on found items. So even I would imagine he's going to sell it so he can afford the taxes on
Yeah.
it.
Dang. Yeah, I want to talk to him, see how much he's going to get.
Yeah, so Kevin Kennard, if you're out there, we'd love to talk to you.
So cool.
Buddy.
Bud.
He's now my friend.
Hey, buddy.
Do you want to sell it, buddy?
You looking for something? A little something?
Let's play Sam Hunt. We got Body Like a Back Road ready to go here. Thank you, guys. And we'll grab your calls as well. 877-77-Bobby. Hit me up. Whatever it's about. Would love to talk to you. Chops and Cabela Studio on Music Row. It's the Bobby Bones Show. Let's go over to Terry in Arkansas. Terry, what's going on, bud?
Hey, man, what's going on? I'm currently on my way to work.
I appreciate you calling. What can I do for you?
Hey, man, I just wanted to tell you, it has been an awesome experience. You were the first radio show that I've listened to in a long time, and I have now made it part of my every morning routine. I actually took my old lady's car this morning, and I had to search and find on the radio until I found your show. That way my morning was complete.
Oh, man, that's nice of you to say. That's about the best compliment you can give us because we're up here doing our job. We don't know if anybody's listening or smiling. The weird thing is we do this stuff and sometimes we feel funny. We can't tell if you're smiling or laughing. We just have to guess. So,
Sometimes I leave and I'm like, what did we just do?
Oh,
and
Amy,
like, who cares?
most days I'm
Yeah.
like, I am absolutely irrelevant in the world. Like, nobody cares. What am I even doing wasting my time saying a bunch of words into a microphone? But then people like Terry call and go, hey, appreciate that. Makes me feel pretty good.
It's encouraging.
Yeah, so thank you, Terry. Where do you live in Arkansas?
Yes, sir. Fayetteville.
Did you go to the game? The Arkansas game?
No, I didn't. I had my kids this weekend, so I was unable to make it.
Well, that would be the headline of my weekend. Is a tough loss.
Sorry, dude.
Well, see, here's the thing. At halftime, and I was up. I have to do push-ups and sit-ups during every timeout during the first half because I have too much energy. I'm just bouncing around the room, yelling at the TV. I mean, I go berserk during these games. And we were beating Georgia at halftime. Georgia's ranked number 4, and we were ranked number 400. So, but after that, see, the second half happened, and then we lost. We lost by 27.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't pretty.
Yeah. It stung. Yeah. But we spent the whole weekend in Arkansas too. So that's mine. Still love them. They look a little better than last year. Let's get Mississippi State next week. But for me, that was a tough one. I did bet Raymundo's lock of the week again this week though on the betting side and won again.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I might need to get in on
No.
that.
See, that's it. That's when it goes down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ray said bet the Packers and you get 3 points at the end of the game. So I did. Boom. Won again.
You didn't even need those 3 points.
I did bet on Arkansas too, and they won. They covered.
Oh, man.
Wow.
But that's no fun.
I know. Well, hey, Terry, appreciate that. Thank you for calling. Hope you have a great day.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, Amy, what was your weekend? What's your headline?
Oh, mine is I'm titling mine Sports Center, mainly because that's all we did. So much sports. I feel like football was on TV all weekend, and I feel like I'm more accepting of it this season because coronavirus, and we didn't know if it was really going to happen, and we should be thankful for it. Stuff like that. Then we play volleyball and basketball and soccer outside with the kids now all the time. So I feel like my weekend was sports, all the sports.
We missed you last night at the basketball game.
I know, my dad was over, so
That's what your husband said.
yeah.
I didn't get a lecture. I got a little talking to before we played because I have an injured calf that I hurt last week, and I was like, I'm going to play. I'll be fine with one leg. And first few games didn't hurt me at all. But about halfway through, it started to really bother me. And Ken was like, you should probably just sit out. And I didn't sit out. So it's just killing me today. But then I got to give her credit. She could have just busted my chops all night long like I told you. But she didn't. So
She helped you.
yeah, she just laid off on. I think she just doesn't want me to do that back to her at some point. So she's like, remember when I didn't bust your chops? Did you see Joe Montana's grandkid was almost kidnapped?
Did not.
And he had to jump in and save him?
No.
Do you know who Joe Montana is?
Yeah, he played football.
For the?
Cowboys?
No, opposite.
Broncos?
49ers.
Oh, you almost had it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 49ers.
A woman tried to steal one of Joe Montana's grandchildren from a home where he and his wife were staying. They confronted the woman, got the baby back, and she was arrested. No one was hurt. Here's the news talking about it.
Bizarre scene in Malibu, California. Football Hall of Famer Joe Montana confronting a woman who had broken into his home and tried to take a grandchild. The LA Sheriff's Office says the woman went into the home around 5 Saturday night, grabbed Montana's 9-month-old grandchild from the living room and walked upstairs. And that is where Montana and his wife confronted her and took the child back. The woman then ran to a nearby home and was arrested. She's facing kidnapping and burglary charges.
That's how I feel. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody just walked into the house and tried to rip a baby.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And Joe Montana had to be like, hey, what are you even doing here? It wasn't like a prowler in a mask where you grab a baseball bat and go, well, something not good's about to happen. It was probably somebody random just walked in. Let me go check on that. And she's holding the baby. I wonder if she was extremely drugged, just out of her mind.
Either
who
that or
knows?
delusional and thought this was her home and her baby. And then I wonder, did she just happen to pick that house, or is she obsessed with him in some way?
I would think she just happened to pick the house.
Okay.
And then if you're Joe Montana, you just leave the doors unlocked like that. Just come on in, everybody.
Dude, what are you doing?
Place is open.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I saw that. That was a crazy story from the weekend. You guys, again, call us if you want. 877-77-BOBBY. Coming up in a minute, I'm going to give everybody a hearing test.
Oh, gosh.
Did you guys see this on the internet?
No.
I took it at home last night, and I was shocked. And listeners, you guys will take this too, because they say at certain ages, you won't be able to hear certain frequencies.
Oh, this is crazy.
no.
This may make me real sad.
Yeah, and you have to tell the truth if you're hearing the frequency.
Okay.
We'll do that segment next. Bobby Bone Show.
This is the Bobby Bone Show.
No matter where your travels take you, we know those miles count. We're Marathon. Our people
So here's a hearing test for all of us. And by all of us, I mean even you listening. So here's the explanation of the test and the first tone.
As we grow older, we often lose the extreme ends of our hearing spectrum. So, how many of the following sounds can you hear? How old are your ears? Okay, if you can hear 8,000 hertz, you're both alive and not hearing impaired. But let's keep raising the frequency.
So that's number one. Everybody should hear that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
This next one is 50 and younger should be able to hear the next one. Everybody hear that one?
Yes, loud and clear.
Guys, don't lie if you can't hear it, though, okay?
I
Got
hear
it.
that
I
one.
hear it.
Okay. The next one is 40 and under. Go ahead. Can you guys hear that one?
I heard it.
Yeah?
So I just hear like a flicker.
Yeah,
But the
that's what I
flicker
hear.
doesn't count. You
Oh,
have to hear
no,
the
no,
actual
no.
tone.
Oh, then I don't hear it.
Oh. Lunchbox, did you hear it?
I hear the flicker.
No, the flicker is not what the tone. There's
I hear.
no,
Yeah,
there's
Yeah, there's something
Do
after
you hear
it.
it?
yeah. Morgan, did you
Hold
hear
on.
that?
Yes, I heard it.
Can we try that one more time?
Sure, Ray, play 40 and under.
No, I don't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear
Dude, I'm 41 and I heard it. That's good.
So
Oh.
Amy and Lunchbox are
I'm 39.
locked out here.
Okay. Maybe
Okay,
I'll
here
hear it.
is 16,000 hertz. This is 30 and under. Go ahead. I hear nothing on that
I
one.
hear
Oh, guys, I still hear
I
it.
heard
You
the
do?
flicker
This is
again.
amazing. Yes.
Yeah. The flicker's nothing. The flicker is just the sound of the clip, the beginning and end. Eddie's still in. Morgan, could you hear that one?
Yeah, I heard it.
Ray, could you hear that one?
Yeah, I heard these easy. I'm an audio guy.
Okay. The next one is 17,000 hertz. If you can hear this, it means you have great hearing if you're 24 and younger. Here you go.
There's
No.
nothing there.
There is something there.
Eddie, that's what you're experiencing right now is what I experienced a few
Yeah.
months ago.
Wow.
Are you just,
Nothing, guys?
Nope, I
Nothing.
didn't hear the loud, just the flicker.
Did anyone hear that one at all? No?
like, could people in their car hear it?
No chance.
If anyone, hey Ray, play
if a
this one
kid is
again.
in the
This is
car.
good. If there are any kids in the car that
Yeah.
can hear this, you can tweet me or hit me on Instagram, Mr. Bobby Bones, or call if you can get through. But if anyone can hear this, let us know. There it is. I don't hear it, but I do hear the clicking just
Yeah.
to know that it's existing.
Is this real or is this one of those tricks? Like, remember years ago, you made us listen to this silent album or something that only spent, I don't know. I don't even remember what it was. All I know is we spent a minute or more in silence listening to some new CD that came out, and it was a joke.
Yeah.
A
This is
joke.
not that. This is actually a thing.
Okay.
So what happens is the highest frequencies parts of your ears, they start to go first. The most sensitive one are the ones closest to the outside of your ear canal. So those die first. That's why old people are like, huh? Because they lose all of the high end. They're only hearing the super low end. So, like, Eddie, you can hear me now, right?
Of course,
Yeah.
loud and clear.
And then here's the last one. This one's under 20 years old, so this is the most and best hearing. If you can hear this, you can let us know too.
No chance.
Isn't it crazy? Because I'm sitting next to Caitlin last night, and I'm like, hey, take this test with me. And so I hear, then I can't hear the one that's under 30, and she's like, oh, yeah, no problem. And I'm like, oh, crap. She lost it after the next one, too. But isn't that wild that some of us can hear stuff and some can't? Yeah. All right, call us if you want there. Let's go to, I think her name's Challen in Mississippi. Is your name Challen? Hello, Challen.
Hello.
Is your name? Yeah. What's going on?
I got a tattoo over the weekend, and I had a question about the etiquette of tipping a tattoo artist.
Okay, go ahead. Or is that your question?
Well, I know, yeah, that's my question, because you tip 10% or better to a waitress or a waiter. What's the etiquette on a tattoo artist?
Well, I think on a waiter or waitress, it's 15 or better, I think. Well, how much was your tattoo?
$300.
Ooh. I think $50 is probably what you can tip. I don't know that there's a percentage, but I think for something like that, you probably find a good round number that feels good. So I think $50 is probably the tip amount on that. It's not quite 20%, but who doesn't want $50 and doesn't feel good about $50? How much did you tip?
Yeah. I tipped $20.
And what was their reaction?
Dollars, not percent.
Yeah, what was their reaction when you did that?
He seemed pretty good about it. He didn't frown.
Well, that'd have been sad, huh? Because it's hard to frown anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sorry, y'all.
I think you're fine. I think some people don't even realize you should tip someone giving you a tattoo.
Yeah. I feel like some people might pay the $300 and walk out. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he was grateful for it.
So I'm gonna say you did fine. But if you're asking me without telling me that, I would say $50 probably, because it's not quite 20%, but there. But you did fine. And listen, if you don't feel good about it, go back by and drop him another $10 or $15. Be like, hey, I felt like you should be tipped a little bit more. All right, cool.
All right, I appreciate that.
Hey, what was the tattoo you got?
It is the Nordic symbol for never to be lost.
Wow, I have that on my lower back.
What a coincidence.
What? Are you sure? Did he get it
We could be
right?
twins.
Yeah, why did you choose
Yeah,
that?
I've done a lot of research on it.
Why did you choose that?
It's just something that we have been studying, and it has kind of taken with me, so I decided that I wanted to
That's pretty cool.
get it on me. Next tattoo I'm going to add to it is the symbol for warrior.
Cool.
Dang, okay.
I mean, that kind of looks cool. Looks like a
It does look
compass.
cool. I'm looking at it now. Well, hey, thank you for your call. I hope your tattoo is healthy and safe, and thanks for letting us know what's up.
All right, thanks.
All right, see you later. Let's go over to Andy in North Carolina. Hey, Andy, you're on, and you were hearing the sounds, right?
Yes, I was.
And so you could hear a few of them, but not all of them. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Not the very, very last one.
But your kids are in the car. What'd they hear?
Oh no, not, I don't have kids. I said I could hear the one that nobody else could hear, but not the kid one.
Oh, so you are a kid. Got it. How old are you?
No, I'm not. I'm 20.
No, okay, that's it. That's good.
Yeah,
you could hear that one
perfect.
that we couldn't hear.
Oh.
And so
Yeah,
when
it
we're
was very
going,
high pitch.
that's crazy. Nobody can hear this. Are you like, no, I got it, man. This is weird. You guys can't hear it.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. And then I heard the kid one. I was like, wait, I can't hear this when I get it now.
All right, Andy. Appreciate that call, man.
Absolutely.
All right, see you later.
See ya.
Here's Candace in Illinois who's calling the show. Hey, Candace, what's going on?
Hi, I'm homeschooling today for the first time, 3 kids. And I was trying to look for advice from Amy and Eddie of how to try to keep my kids concentrate on their schoolwork instead of trying to get sidetracked.
What?
This is
Co-
I'm just going
coffee.
to pray for you.
Prayers. Just leave. Just set the computers up and be like, good luck. Wait, are you in charge, or are they zooming in with their classrooms?
I'm in charge. They were doing with their classroom, but now they're doing in-school learning. So I decided to start homeschooling them myself.
Oh, yeah. I don't have experience with that. All of ours has always had a teacher hooked up, and then they kind of take over. So, I can barely get my kid to do homework. Good luck.
Eddie, you have anything?
Yeah, I mean, the best thing that helped us, it's not the best advice, but I mean, just separate them. Like, really, you think you can go in there like a teacher and be like, all right, sit them all at the table and do it together. That doesn't work. Just separate them, because they're just going to mess around together and, like, be annoying about things. So just separate them and treat them all differently. Don't treat this like a classroom, because you're not a real teacher.
Well, yeah, but teachers have to treat them differently too, right?
Yeah, but they have them all in a room, so it's like that's just impossible for a parent, I think.
How many kids do you have, Candace?
I have 4, and 3 are in school.
And how old are they?
The ones in school
Yes.
are 6, 8, and 10.
So, Eddie, you say 3 different rooms and then go to each of them and be like, work on this. I'll come back in a minute.
Yes, like, here's your assignment. Work on this. I'll be back to check on how you're doing.
And then the child you have that's not in school is what? 3, 4?
He's 2.
2. Oh, okay. I mean, you got your hands full for sure. I mean, Eddie, she's gonna be like on rotation around the house.
I know. This is bad.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Good luck.
Candace, good luck. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
That's pretty good advice, though, Eddie, honestly.
Thanks, dude.
I know you said not the best. I thought you were going to be like, give them a whole bunch of candy in the morning.
No, it's just like
I mean, that's a tip. It
By
could
11,
work.
they're out cold.
when we tried doing it, it's just like you try to be a teacher for the first week, and this is not going to work. So
Let's do one more. Jessica in Kansas. You're on the Bobby Bones Show. What's happening?
Hi. My kids could hear all of them.
So every sound that we played in the hearing test, your kids heard, even the lowest.
Yes.
I guess it would be the
I
highest.
heard I heard up to the 24.
Wow,
I
good.
didn't hear that last.
Good for you. You could walk around saying I got 24-year-old ears. How old are you anyway?
I am.
You don't have to answer that. You're already stuttering. You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that. All right, I gave you a shot in case you wanted to, but you don't have to. Okay. All right, hey, thank you very much for Jessica for letting us know. She has the kids that heard that. Ray, play it one more time for those that are just turning us on. Here is the sound that people only under 20 years old can hear. Here you go. Not a single one of us can hear that.
Nope.
But if you have kids in the car, they probably did. All right, you guys call us if you want. We're still here. 877-77-BOBBY. Back in a second.
This is the Bobby Bones Show.
Show.
A guy in Florida and some of his friends were rooting for the Tampa Bay Lightning a little too loud Wednesday night, which made the cops come. So the Tampa Bay Lightning are a hockey team. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Deputies with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office arrived at the home of 26-year-old Devin Garnett after the neighbors reported someone screaming, "Shoot! Shoot!"
Shoot the puck.
Shoot! Yeah. So they thought someone was yelling at someone with a gun. Like, shoot, shoot.
Or could they have been yelling like, shoot? Like, dang it. Shoot.
No,
Could
they're
have been.
saying like shoot the puck. Like,
Yeah.
shoot it.
I know,
the
but I
puck.
just don't think I would ever call the police on hearing the word shoot.
He said, "I want a headman to shoot the puck." So I screamed, "Shoot! Shoot!" Deputies told friends they had received a call about a potential domestic dispute.
Oh.
Wow.
Shoot.
So he's like daring the guy, like, come on, shoot. You gonna do it?
That's funny. This guy's being a little obnoxious while watching sports. I say that as someone who's also obnoxious while watching sports. We took it on the chin. Arkansas lost, Oklahoma lost for Caitlin. We watched both those games. That's all we did Saturday. Not a good day over in our house. Amy, your husband gets crazy too, huh?
Oh, yeah. He has, similar to road rage, it's like football rage or something. And UT was losing, and that's his team. Texas, yes. And he couldn't handle it. I mean, he wakes up so excited for game day, puts on his Longhorn hat, ready to go. And then if anything doesn't go their way, he's freaking out, yelling at the TV. Like, we were upstairs and I heard something. I think maybe he threw something. I don't know, but my kids look up and they're like, what's happening downstairs? I'm like, no, Dad's watching football. It's fine. And luckily, they came back and won.
I'm where, we're up 7-5 at halftime or whatever it was. They come out and get a first down. I'm like, well, that's the end of the game. It's over. It just takes one thing wrong. And I'm like, well, there we go. This is what I expected. And then my other friends who are either SEC or Razorback fans are texting me the whole game. Shay from Dan and Shay's from Arkansas. He's like, look at how we're going to do it. I'm like, just wait. And so then you have, also don't text someone.
You feel like they're jinxing it?
No, I don't believe in the jinx.
I know you don't, but you kind of don't like.
No, it's just like, hold off.
Yeah.
No need. Let's just kick the can down.
It's also more of a disappointment when people are like, they're gonna score here.
Oh,
and
my
then
friends
they
that have
don't.
no interest whatsoever. Like,
Right.
I knew you were gonna do it, and then it's over.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stinks. Texas came back and won though.
They sure did.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Amazon's Ring drone. Have you seen this? It's the Ring, like doorbell, but it's a drone that flies up in your house
To do what?
to
Survey it?
look around for bad guys.
Oh, okay.
Ring, which is now owned by Amazon, introduced a flying camera on Thursday that may excite home surveillance fans. The $250 drone, called Ring Always Home Cam, is on this little mount. It looks like it's on one of those little boxes like an Apple TV, but it's white. And then it launches up and then flies around the house with a camera. So wherever you are, you can see what's going on in the house. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
Yeah. So like when you're not home or you're home, you can have eyes on it. It's like a flying nanny cam.
And it shows a burglar. I watched the commercial on YouTube. It shows a burglar going, oh no, a camera, and runs out. If I were a burglar and that thing was in, I'd grab that thing and smash it.
They didn't do that in the commercial?
They didn't. But that was pretty cool. It's just, maybe they don't even know it's up, you know? So there's one. There's a teapot that was found at a garage sale that ended up selling for $500,000.
Oh, I love that.
Nice.
Much like the guy that found the 9-carat diamond earlier. Go listen to the podcast of today's show if you missed that story. But a guy found a 9-carat diamond digging around. Well, a small teapot found by a guy who was cleaning out a garage ended up at a thrift store and is now being sold for $500,000. Isn't that crazy?
So cool. What's that show that you like? We talk about it.
Well, I used to watch Antique Roadshow.
That's it. It's so good.
Yeah, because that was like the PBS version of Pawn Stars.
Uh-huh.
Because on Pawn Stars, you would go in, and I watched that too. That's a very binge-worthy show. You don't really go over to Pawn Stars because it's on, but once it's there and you're in, you don't leave. It's like Shark Tank. Like, rarely do I go, boy, really feeling like some Shark Tank on this Monday.
Yeah.
But if you're flipping through and there's nothing on, and you see Shark Tank, you're like, well, let me watch an episode. 3 hours later. Well, let me watch one more episode of Shark Tank. But yeah,
True.
that it's the same thing with that show. It's a little more frou-frou and a little slower because
it's
it's
so
on
slow.
PBS.
Yes. And they're like in a big convention center.
It just always stinks whenever someone goes in and they know they've got the Darth Vader limited edition, the only one ever made, worn on the actual head of the guy from Star Wars, and they know it's worth $250,000. And they go in and he's like, I'm really having tough times. I never wanted to give this away. My grandfather gave this to me because he knew I was a big Star Wars fan. His dying wish was that I'd be able to just spend the money from his house that he sold to buy this helmet. So I did, and I'm here. And they go, okay, how is it? The guy's like, dude, this is from McDonald's. It's worth like $4.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, oh, no.
It's terrible.
Those hurt. Yeah.
It's a replica.
It's like, no, I'm going to say that. It's like a crash in NASCAR. You don't want to see it happen. But when it does, you're glad that you were there to see something interesting. You don't want to be hurt.
Right.
But you're like, oh, I got to see the crash. It's the same thing with those. You don't want someone to go in, but when that helmet is only worth $4, you're like, oh, man.
Got him.
I got to see that. Let's go over and talk to Ronnie, who is calling us from New York. Hey, Ronnie, thank you for calling the show. What's going on?
Hi, I just wanted to tell you two things. One, I couldn't hear anything on that hearing test.
Can you
hear me now?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh,
But
no.
I thought I heard one or two things, and I was like really shocked that I heard nothing. I was like straining to hear it, and I'm like, I'm getting nothing. What are these people listening to?
Yeah, that stinks because I thought last night when I took the test next to Caitlin and she heard one after me, I was like, this is a joke. I thought what Amy thought. This is a joke and they're just messing with me. But she was like, no, I hear it. And then I brought it in, and Eddie actually had young ears.
I do, yeah. According to the hearing test, I'm in my 30s right now, so.
According to Life?
I'm 41.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Ronnie, thank you. Where do you listen in New York?
Well, I actually listen through my Alexa because there's no station anywhere in my area. I live in like this teeny tiny little town right in the corner of New York that's bordered by Lake Erie in Pennsylvania, and there's like no stations that I can get that carry you guys. So
Sounds like
I
you
was
have
really excited about my Alexa and I could get you.
Yeah, decent Wi-Fi though, huh?
Yeah, I got pretty good Wi-Fi. I used to live in Tennessee and in Georgia at one time, and that's when I first discovered you guys, and I was like so bummed when I came back to New York to my hometown and discovered that nobody around here carried you guys.
Well, we appreciate you listening and calling, and you also reminded me you can tell your Alexa to listen to the Bobby Bones Show on iHeartRadio and check out the show. Or you can listen on an affiliate and hear it live or on iHeartCountry. That's what you can say. You can say, hey, Alexa, I won't say it. Listen to the Bobby Bones Show on iHeartCountry, on iHeartRadio.
Yeah, that's what I have a friend that lives in New York and just was texting you that the other day. I actually said, just listen to this Bobby Bones Show on iHeartRadio, but then she texted me, she goes, I think I'm a day behind. I'm like, oh, yeah, listen.
Because that's the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I said, listen to the iHeartCountry channel no matter where you are. That's the live show. And she was like, got it.
Hey, Ronnie, thank you very much for listening. Hopefully you'll call us back, okay?
All right, awesome, and it's so great to be able to talk to you guys.
Yeah, good to talk to you too. See you later.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Call us if you want, 877-77-BOBBY. Always listen to the podcast, too. We'd love for you to check that out.
Come on. The Bobby Bones Show.
Yeah. Get-togethers look a little